I still don't think I would have done it if I were them, but it has worked out. Here's why it would be stupid for Memphis. Or at least short-sighted for Memphis. First off, Memphis played in a national championship game when its league affiliation was Conference USA. All right? So you can get into a better conference, in theory, by abandoning football and calling the Big East and saying, we want to bring our other sports to you. And they might be interested in that. You can get to a better conference. Are you better equipped to win a national championship, go to a Final Four? I don't know. Like, Penny can get 5-star recruits at Memphis in this league. John Calipari could get 5-star recruits at Memphis in Conference USA.
And still play a good non-conference. Both of them able to do it.
So you can get a better league, and you can obviously get a better schedule, and it's way cooler if UConn and Creighton are coming to FedEx Forum instead of East Carolina and Tulane. I get it. But you don't have to be in a great league in basketball to be great at basketball. Memphis has proven that. Gonzaga has proven that. In different years, VCU, George Mason, Florida Atlantic have all proven that. So you don't have to be in a great league to be great at basketball. But if you ever want to be in a great league, you do have to have football.
Yes.
And we were talking with somebody here yesterday about this. It's a little bit like this. You have a house, all right? You wish you had a different house. This is not your dream home. This is not ever where you envisioned spending 40 years. It's livable. You're fine. But it's not what you dream. It's not what you aspire to have. Now, what if I tell you right now, all right, listen, you are never getting out of this neighbor. You'll never get out of this house. But I can give you the money to redo the whole kitchen. It'll be a nice kitchen in this house. But if I give you this money, you'll never get out of this house. Or you can keep doing what you're doing, and you might get out of this house someday and move into a different neighborhood that you do aspire to with the house of your dreams. You want to make your current situation somewhat better, but the second you do that, give up on the opportunity to ever really live where you want to live. Or do you want to keep trying to do what you've been trying to do for a long time with no guarantee that it'll ever work out, but at least you always have the hope that it might? I think you say, you know what, my point is, if you give up on football, you are stuck in this house.
That's right.
You can't go where you really want to go if you give up on football. The path to where you really want to be, not only does it have to include football, it's probably got to be led by football.
Yeah.
And so that's why you don't give up on it. And I know that it feels like right now football is just sort of, but it was here not too long ago.
I mean, we are not even 5 years removed from College Game Day coming here to Beale Street and, being one of the biggest stories in college football that week. The
other thing you have to remember about this whole giving up football conversation, which I agree with you, is it's mostly a waste of time. It's the reason I haven't talked about it. I don't see the point in it. It's not something they're going to do.
Right.
The college football playoff is about to expand. Now, there are going to be new negotiations given that the Pac-12, what just happened to it. But here's the thing that's important to remember. Right now, as it's written, the top 6 conference champions get auto bids into the college football playoff. The top 6 conference champions. All right? I imagine that's going to go down to at least 5 because you're not going to give the Pac-12 one going forward, right?
Correct.
All right, so I imagine at the very least it goes down to 5. But it goes down to 5 without the Pac-12 existing. Here's what that means. One of them is going to be the SEC champion, obviously, Big Ten champion, Big 12 champion, ACC champion. All right? Those are going to be 4 of your best conference champions. In fact, most years, those will be your 4 best conference champions. Well, the 5th auto qualifier conference champion has to come from somewhere. Yeah, it can come from the Mountain West. It can come from Conference USA. It can come from the Sun Belt. You know where it can else come from?
The AAC.
That's right.
Yeah.
There is a not unrealistic scenario where Memphis 4 years from now, 7 years from now, wins the AAC and is the best and is the 5th best conference champion in terms of all the rankings. It's like SEC champion is the highest rated. and then it's the Big Ten, and then it's the Big 12, and then it's the ACC. But the next best conference champion, it is the AAC champion, and that is the University of Memphis. You're in the college football playoff.
And I promise you, just in my opinion, just having a chance is I don't think any Memphis football fan is out there saying one day if we're in the right situation we can win a national championship. You want the shot. You want to know you have a chance to win a national championship, even if you're never going to do it because you're playing Alabama and Georgia in the playoff. You still want the chance, and I think just having the chance changes things dramatically as far as people caring, attendance. I think just having the chance and knowing you have the chance changes everything.
Well,